Okay, now I'm going to show you how to download two different programs that can connect the Xbox 360 controllers to use with the Frets on Fire version that I showed you to download in the other video, and Wii controllers, which I have one of. I don't have a 360 controller, but I can still show you the program. But the second link will go to this, and you just go up here and click download, and it should download. And then for the first link, you click on it and it should automatically start to download. And I already have it, but yeah, it should automatically start to download, and you can go to your downloads, double click on the zip folder, and then I already have it, so I'm gonna go to it, and you can go into, it's called Darwin Remote, and of course you can't see it right there. You can kind of see it, but so you double click on it, you open it, and it comes up to this. Then if you have a Wii controller, the Guitar Hero controller, you can go into the program and click right here, which says Find Wiimote, and then it should say to press the 1 and 2 buttons simultaneously. So you just press them back and forth, and at the same time, it doesn't matter. Just press them both whenever you want, and eventually it should work. And if this comes up, just do it one more time. It just says discovery error. It shouldn't happen if it's your first time doing this, but after you do it a couple times, it should come up almost every time. So then you just click find again, and you just keep hitting the buttons, and it should say this. It should say discovered opening connection connected to Wii Remote, and expansion port status changed. Then you go to the top and go to preferences, and for Frets on Fire, it's gonna start saying Apple Remote, so you have to go to, it's gonna start Apple Remote right there, so you have to go to add, and then you can call it Frets on Fire, and then another thing would come up, and you click on classic controller. It should already be on there, and I already have it on here, so it's already done. But you change the up button to return and leave this blank. Change left to nothing, right to nothing, down to return. And then for the A, you change this to key, and then you put a 1 in the next. You change B to key, and then put a 2 in the next box. Change X to key and put a 3. Change Y to key, put a 4. Change the L to nothing. Change the R to backspace. Change the ZL key to key and put 5. That's obviously the orange key. And ZR would be change it to nothing. Then the minus, change it to backspace. Home, nothing, and start is escape. And then the minus and backspace, the minus and plus will mean that you can use the start power with these buttons and the start button. And if you don't change it to the right things, it probably wouldn't work. But then you have to go into Frets on Fire. You can minimize this. Whenever other windows are open and you open Frets on Fire, it's going to go really slow and it's going to be kind of laggy. So you got to at least minimize all the windows. But now you go into options, go to key settings, player 1 keys, then you press enter on, pick should already be returned, press enter on player 1 fret and press the green button. Press enter on player 1 fret 2, then press the red button. Then press enter on player 1 fret 3, and press the yellow button. Player 1 fret 4, click enter, press the blue button. And you go to fret 5 and press the orange button. Now you go to move up and down, change it to up and down. And to move up and down, since you're using normally it would use the start and select buttons on the guitar for up and down, but you change move up to up on the keyboard and move down to down on the keyboard. So you have to use the keyboard to go up and down out throughout the menus. You can't use the guitar. And then cancel will be escape, which will be start, and escape is obviously the start menu, and star power is backspace, which we changed select to, so it's going to use star power when you press star power button. I don't know what that is, but that should be it. And then for the Xbox 360 controllers, you can hold on. Let's see. Okay, you're gonna go to the other link that I gave you, which I already showed earlier. It's gonna be the second link in the description, and you go to it, you download the Gamepad Companion, and then it should, when it finishes the download, I don't think it's in downloads. If it is, it's a zip file, and then you just double click on it and you move it to the applications folder, and I think it's gonna show up in system preferences. And then it should be under other, and you click on Gamepad Companion, and it should come up to this. I don't know if you can use the wireless Xbox 360 controllers. I've only tried it with the drums, which have to connect through the USB, but once you plug it in, it should just come up here, and then all the keys should be programmed into this for a certain thing, and then you can just, I'm pretty sure, I think you can quit, but I don't know because I would just minimize it and then go to Frets on Fire again. And once it's in here, since I don't have drums right now because they're not with me, you go to the same thing, options, key settings, drum keys this time, and you go to the first drum number 1, and you hit the red pad. Go to drum, you skip that one. That one's I think for the A, X, B, and Y pads, the buttons on the thing where the 360 thing is, and the whatever it's called, fuck. But whatever, you don't need to do that. And so you go to drum number 2, the first one, you hit the whatever the next pad is, then you hit the next pad, and then the last pad for drum 4, the first one, should be the green pad, and then everything should be fine. Then you go, since you can't use it doesn't have drum fills in this, so you have to go to auto drum star power and go to yes, and it's just going to use it whenever you get star power. Also, one bad thing about this is that it messes up the star power that you use. It doesn't have the actual star power of the chart that's in Guitar Hero. It just makes up whatever it wants, which is pretty shitty. But it's fun to use because you can have any song you want, and so yeah, I'll put up another video. I'll put up a video of me playing one of the songs, but that's it, and it should work pretty well. And I don't know about the microphone, but I don't think you can use it. If somebody figures out how to use it and connect it to the computer, since you normally need the 360 controller, or figures out how to do a wireless one, I guess tell me or post a video response on how to do it, or send a message or something. But that's it.